What's up, y'all, man? Episode number 3. Everything under the cloud, aka Cloud Talk. You are here once again via Cloud 9. Here with my best friend DJ Moore, co-host. Also, you know me, Terrell Brandon, aka Terrell Streets, aka Clientele Real, with or without the yeah. But anyway, um, we just glad y'all are keeping in tune with us. This our third one. We getting our feet wet. We scratching the surface. And this time, like me and him talked about it. We was like, hey, he was like, you come up with a couple topics and viewpoints that you want to add to the show, and so I did, and then I was like, well, do you want me to be the one to lead? He was like, yeah. He said because more likely, when we have people on, we may have to do this anyway. So yeah, episode 3. I'll be the one leading the questions, but same old topics, man. We're gonna cover culture, sports and music. We're gonna cover of course faith. And we're gonna cover what's the third one? D?
Relationship.
Okay, then I knew that.
Relationship.
Yeah. But a couple little topics we'll hit you with though, man. But first thing I want to ask you though, D, like before we get into it, because I was thinking about this on the way over here.
Okay.
Did you really think we was gonna start it, or did you feel like we was gonna keep procrastinating to do this shit, the show?
I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Cause I know you serious.
No. I was.
I'm talking.
You talking about not today, just overall doing it.
Oh, not today.
Just overall. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It took a long time.
I knew we was gonna do it. But I think it was procrastination on my part. Really, you always here. So whenever I put something together, you like, all right, let's do it. So I knew it had to be on my part to where it was like, hey man, like I'm gonna have to push it a little bit. I know you was willing to do it. But really got lucky. Really, I think I was watching something. I listen to motivational like Jim Rome every morning, and it was like, and my wife got me a book. I listened to him so much.
Yeah.
And it's like the day that turns your life around. He's like, hey man, like today can be the day. Like, and if it ain't gonna be today, you don't wait until tomorrow type thing. So, and then like when the motivation strikes, you gotta go. Yeah. Because once it's gone, it's gone. But the discipline is what keeps that kind of going. Yeah. So I was just like, I swear to you, man, I think I text you or something. Man, I order shit. I'm like, man, I ain't worried about it no more. Because I would look up stuff like, damn, what camera you need? What's this you need? And then I found a video, and they were like, man, listen, you can go simple. And then if you get into it, and then you making money from it, man, you can get cameras and do all this other stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, we just got to go. And I just like talking to you. And really,
but I was down.
No, you were down. I'm going to be real with you. It's the adult league. The only reason I play in the adult league is to hang out with you. Because I know we don't have time, so you could have, or you hang. Yeah, it's just too safe a life. You got a family. It's just harder to like hang out. So in my head was like, hey man, I'm playing adult league. I ain't playing adult league no more. Nice. It really too made it too. Like I said, man, I ain't playing. I'm just, hey man, we're gonna do this because I ain't playing adult league no more. So
that's the only reason I'm playing adult league.
so and that was the thing. But just really just having, the conversation. I don't know. It's just a cool deal. No matter what happened with it. Like getting to talk, and have conversations about just real life, man. It's just I don't know.
Because when you walked up and I seen your truck, and then we still was here, Tanya still was doing the plates, and I was done though. I had to be at least finishing up. I was like, yeah. They ain't playing because I ain't even really talk to him. He said 5 o'clock.
Oh, you said 5? I try to be on time, but I did.
But at the same time though, on the way back up here, I was thinking like. D thought we still was gonna be goddamn procrastinating and bullshit. I say shit, we in it now though.
Not no more, man. You gotta be in it. We on the web, man. We showing it up. We out here. The only thing I can't talk about is Donald Trump. I just work at the school. They'll fire me ASAP. That's probably the only thing I can't even take that one. That's the only thing. Listen,
I ain't even thinking about Donald.
But I'm just telling you, that's the only thing where I know in schools, they tell you at the meeting, like, hey, listen, man, keep that up. Hey, no, don't do that. Well, you know what? You right.
We ain't gonna talk about Donald Trump.
Hell no.
Especially not today anyway.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
today. So we're just trying to keep my job a little bit
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We ain't gonna
They
jeopardize that. I ain't worried about mine though.
don't worry. Oh, yeah, they don't worry
I'm
about that in
1099,
Cuba.
you know. Yeah, I'm 1099.
1099. Shit, the
Yeah.
motherfucking inspector pop up every 2 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But not about hot topics. Not about hot topics.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, though, man. I just want to touch bases on that. But let's go ahead and just just have a general conversation like we normally do, man. So like I told you yesterday, I was thinking about some stuff, man, and I got invited to a party in Charlotte. My homegirl, Vegan Soul, Aaliyah Kennedy. By the way, she does vegan
The
soul
tall
food.
modeling chick,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
does vegan soul food, sea moss, different type of snacks, all vegan. In general, like what I'm saying, she my home girl. I've been knowing her for probably about 10 years, maybe plus. But anyway, I'm going up there for a birthday party. She doing something in the park, like a birthday party. She gonna have like food and stuff, vegan food. But anyway, I say that to say because I think she want to do a 2000 to 2010 theme, music or just theme, like what I'm saying, for a dress theme or whatever. And it made me think. I was like, because she came a couple of days ago and we were chopping it up. She was like inviting me and Tika to come, and I was like, okay. It made me think about, okay, we talk about sports, but also want to make this about the culture.
Yeah, yeah,
Sports about
yeah.
the culture, music about the culture. So I wanted your take on like decades. And we can go, even though some decades before we were born, I just wanted to know because I still know some songs from 70s and the 80s, but of course we remember the 90s and the 2000s, 10 to the 2010s, and the 10s to the 20s
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
now. And I just want to know your take on like what you think for as music, the best decade.
Well, now again, I'm gonna probably be biased, but the '90s were just, I think, just was different. Um, the emotion of it, and again, I think it was more, you know what I mean. And I know people don't listen to R. Kelly. I should listen, but it was still like love making. Like you had to listen to, you kind of had to listen to the whole album. I think, and you can speak to this, but I always assumed that artists made the whole album to like kind of tell you a story, and they wanted you to listen to it so you kind of get where they was coming from. And to me, with the '90s, you almost had to kind of listen to stuff because you didn't really. Well, you had to see. I think the CD was coming more popular, so you could switch songs.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you had to listen to the whole. You had to listen to, I think, the whole album, I guess. And to me, with the '90s, it was just TV was coming, especially in the black community. TV was a little more popular, so you can watch black people. The black person was like everybody was loving. Like, hey, I want to be a part of this whole, I think, whole black movement. I think when the '90s came, it was that thing. But to me, it just, and I like slow music too, but it was, to me, it was more of a feel thing. I think.
Now I understand that because the '90s to me had you had to really be talented to be even an artist. Like they had real talent. People could sing, people really could dance, and whatnot. But at the same time, in the '90s, we weren't even teenagers. We were still like elementary and under. So why would you pick the '90s, even though you probably remember the 2000, 2010s the most? Because that's when we was teenagers in school, high school, college. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but no, I just remember that I always loved slow songs. I always listen to
So
genuine
you feel like
songs.
it was more R&B in the '90s.
It was more R&B in the '90s. But again, towards the end of that, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
older, but I know the song. I think your parents too. You hear the songs, but again, it was more my flavor too. Like I don't want crunk.
So
I just like slow music
'90s was
too.
more your flavor,
The '90s was more my
regardless,
flavor.
no matter
No,
when you were
no,
born.
no, no regardless, because it was, even now it's
Ain't no
just a,
R&B now.
just no, it ain't. Well, it's some, but you have to search for it. So the cool thing about iTunes is if I put in an R&B song, it'll give me something that sounds kind of similar to that. If I just pick that one song, it will just give me stuff. So you can kind of find artists now that have slow music that you may not know, but they not gonna be mainstream. Everything mainstream, it's got to be quick and fast because it's got to be a TikTok song like, well, my scamming that nigga. If it ain't like quick, then I can't make a dance out of it. It's gonna be hard. Like even a lot of people now, where it's like, or like a song maybe from the '90s will go viral, and then they'll make a song, a dance out of it, and they only get clips of it. So the kids now only is only going for clips, and I think even for artists, it's like I can make a really good song, or I can make a song that, hey man, if you make this song, man, this might be a TikTok thing, and if you go viral off that, then it seems like them cats that go viral off that, man, you making money off that.
You
And
get
it's
paid.
like,
You get paid on views and clicks, and also streams. So they all add up. So it makes sense to go for a song that'll pop like that. But so you saying it's safe to say? I understand why that, because I'm an artist myself. But so it's safe to say that the kind of music you listen to now, opposed to back then, you don't listen to music now.
well, no,
You
I
listen to
listen
back
to
then.
it now. I think the songs like Glorilla and all of that, I think the songs are cool. Like they kind of get you moving a little bit. I just think there's less variety. So then you could have
Less
like
variety. So more variety back
um
then.
yeah, so you can have Lil Kim that's gonna talk just slam nasty to you like they do now, right? Or then you have Monica and Brandy or R. Kelly or Usher, they gonna like sing to you. There's songs that you can sing that everybody, as soon as you say 7 o'clock on the dot, everybody can like join into it. So it's
I mean, I don't
like
disagree.
now though, it's more so just like it ain't even though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My vagina pink and my booty hole. It ain't even like a mystery. Like even the other day when you was talking about, oh, the lady was like, "Hey man, it's raining men." I don't know what she's doing. It still leaves it to the imagination. Not no more. Like my throat open, slam it down there. Like okay. And even when you in the culture, even if you like the song and the beat kind of cool, and it's like
Can't really play it,
you can't put. There's no clean version of like
My
you know
son,
what I mean? Now again,
my son love all the
there's a
cuss
Foxy
words.
Brown and like Lil Kim's and people, or even when Ludacris first, I think, kind of hit the scene. But it was just more. It was just to me, it was just more variety.
Well, Ludacris is in like more than 2000, 2010s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you. I think the 90s, no, I don't agree that it's the best decade, but I think the 90s had the more variety, more talent, and you really had to really be a star to make it. I'm talking about Tupac, and they set the concrete. The '90s set the tone and concrete for music in general. When you're talking about music, gangster music, R&B, pop music, like the '90s, I think
Black
solidified
Power,
everything. Yeah,
nigga
yeah.
was strong out
So the
there.
'90s,
So on which
but
is yours though?
I'm about to tell you,
Oh, okay.
2000 to 2010. You know what I'm saying? We talking 106 and Park, whatever the one they had on MTV, TRI. I don't know what the countdown was,
Oh yeah, I
but
got you.
music videos on you know, the
Yeah, you're
generation
right.
we
Yeah.
remember when you like, but I'm gonna watch 106 and Park, Blind Fury, motherfucker finna get on here and do a freestyle Friday,
Oh, the
or you gonna
basement.
go
Oh yeah, they had a
Ja
lot.
Rule,
Well,
who gonna be number one always, how many weeks motherfucker number one at the top. I mean, you got that's the millennial. That's a generation. So you got the all the young stars opposed to older stars. The Jay Z's. You got the Ti, the trap musics, the Jeezys. Then you also got Pretty Ricky, B2K. Shit was great. I feel like that time like franchise boy. I don't know who did the stanky leg. Like you still had music you can play in the hood that you could dance to, and hood niggas sing it, and the girls vibe to it, and you still had music that you could play in the car and play lean with it, rock with it, even though they talking about cooking dope or selling dope
you just
and
didn't
lean with it,
know.
rock with it. No, because you
Yeah.
got a little snap with it. Everybody can sing it, the
That
kids,
was in it.
you and all. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. That's what I'm saying. Like it was the creativity. Now I do agree with the '90s with the talent, but I feel like the creativity from that, the Bow Wows, like I say, Lloyds, I don't know. I'm probably missing
But I
something.
think it. So, and I was talking to my wife about it, and she explained it much better than I could explain it. What she was saying was you could the '90s kind of blended the two. Like you had people from the '70s, '80s, and still was making
Yeah,
music,
90s.
rhyme
Yeah,
nights,
I agree.
and then even the like, cause rap when you hear it is like, but once you hear it from the '90s on, the flow and
90s and
everything
rap
of it,
set the tone. Yeah.
it set the tone, and that's why I'm saying it's important because it kind of it just bridged the gap to a new to push it to a new, to a new era though.
So I do agree that the '90s the most important is the cement of the music for real, for real. I agree, but I was just saying like the the just how the music was from in the 2000
Well, now you
2010.
right with the one assistant part, and I ain't even when you say that because I don't think about it because you spend most of your time if it ain't Dragon Ball Z, but you spend most of your time watching music videos. Who number one? The rap battle. Who which artist going to the basement is gonna do the freestyle? Because really, that's what it is now. So you just see somebody do a freestyle, but if you go back, it's like, oh well, they had all of that technically on one. You mean on one type of channel?
Yeah, and
So
and the artists in so I agree to like I say the artists in the '90s was probably the best artists when you talk about who rappers, singers, yeah, like Whitney Houston's, Tupac's, like they probably was.
oh, you had to be able to sing,
You had to be a singer and
no
you
matter
had
how old you were.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they
yeah,
was
like.
young.
But I feel like the creativity, but with that being said though, the music. So we do agree that I still fuck with the music now, but at the same time, it's not that much of a variety. So we agree
I
that
think it's less creative now.
it's less
I
creative.
think it's
Okay.
less creative, but again, I think it. I mean, it. I don't think it's because the artists are less creative. It's just that's what everybody's
That's what
looking
want,
for.
and people want to hear.
The songs are less creative. The dances are less creative. I tell the kids when I'm in school, like, man, these TikTok, they supposed to be simple. If they're too complicated, you can't do them. And if you can't do them, me in class doing the same move to like 12 different songs.
Not going viral.
And not it's just not. So again, but I think the now it is, I don't know, the dance, I guess it got its own thing, honestly though. But I mean it depends on the song, but I still like if I gotta play a song, I'm a love another fact, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's talk music. Let's switch to sports. Best decade in sports.
Now this is just personal. For me, right? Because I was a Cowboys fan growing up and during that time, you've seen them. It was America's team. For us, the Panthers didn't come in until like '98, which still was exciting. But the only time I watched the Panthers was when they were playing the Cowboys. The Bulls was winning championships, and then even then, by the time 2000, we was playing at that point. So I was a fan of sports, but really it's like, shit, this is kind of our turn at this point. So just I think just the youth time of Little League, playing Little League, and then watching your favorite players, and Deion Sanders was my favorite player. Then he was going to the Cowboys, so everything for me kind of lined up, and they was always on TV. I don't know how Jerry Jones did it, but they was always on TV. Like, damn, this got to be American team. You just don't. I mean, you don't know nothing. You don't really know anything else.
So you saying the '90s
I would say the '90s, just because
because the Cowboys.
of the Cowboys. Yeah.
But Cowboys popular now. That's because the Cowboys
Yeah, I'm
win.
saying popular in terms of like
when they
me
won.
personally. Like I'm watching you. Like every game, I want to see it. If you losing, shit, I'm crying. Like I'm invested in it. Kind of like when you see people in the stands yelling and stuff like that. I was like really into it. So again, I think even I don't even think it was like the WGN or something. I don't think they were playing games on like you didn't have to have cable to watch the Cowboys, which was like wow. So I didn't. We don't think we even had cable. So again, whenever I got to watch a game, and then my favorite player comes, and you know what I mean, and plays with the Cowboys, and I'm already watching them. So it was just, man, I was just glued to the TV. To be honest with
The '90s. I mean, that's interesting because you said the Cowboys. Uh, that's when they was having their glory years, and that you was a Cowboys fan. So that's
you. You bad? You on the wagon?
but
You in there?
that's funny because I mean, the '90s is a good time for sports. Like you're talking about Deion Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. The players who were playing, Troy Aikman, Brett Favre,
Still young,
Steve
Jerry Rice. I
Young,
mean,
Jerry Rice.
it was the height of it
But
though.
at the same time, I mean, I was going to agree with you, but the Cowboy shit was like, yeah, I mean, I guess the only time Cowboys really been good. So I guess, and personally for
So
you,
who was you watching? You was a Packers fan already? Back
uh,
when you was that young? Like so
nah, I ain't even about, it wasn't about fans. I wasn't thinking about being no fan. I'm just saying, when you brought the Cowboys up, that's
yeah.
funny. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be like, oh, that's when the Cowboys is winning, and I'm a Cowboy fan. But I guess deep down, you like you say, I mean, you got a bad jersey, but deep down, you still a Cowboy
Oh no,
fan.
I'm just saying as a young kid, like coming up and getting into sports and playing football yourself
But that's the
and
first
then
team you
seeing
seen
it.
winning, so you would become a Cowboy
Yeah, but
fan.
I'm saying, but as a young kid, like you attach to people who you see win.
That's
Like it
probably
just is
that's
what it
probably like the
is.
first Super Bowl, but I do remember Green Bay going to the Super Bowl. That's how I became a fan. I was about like 8.
Now I remember them Green Bay. I remember the Green Bay games, and I remember the airways, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But I'm just saying, when I was watching
So
it, I
I
remember the
can't
Cowboys,
disagree
and then for
because
me,
Green
it
Bay
was
won.
just I just so happened to wake up and see the
But that's
Cowboys,
when I
and
became
my
a.
favorite player was
But,
out there.
but that's when I became a fan of sports too. So in the mid to late '90s, so it makes sense though. I understand what you're saying. Like because, but at the same time, it's just funny because it's the Cowboys. But I did pick my sports team out, and I whenever they won, it was '97, '98 Green Bay. So it was in the '90s though. I mean, because I think the Cowboys might have won with '96.
Might have been,
95, 96.
yeah,
So it
might
might
have
have
been
been about
something like that.
98 or something when I
Yeah, so
90. I don't remember. I don't even remember all 3 Cowboys. I remember like they was all on top though. Like just when I first got into sports. But in 90, but I do remember playing Madden in Green Bay versus the it might be 97. Green Bay versus the New England Patriots.
okay.
Because and that's how I picked the team. They was already the two teams that played in the Super Bowl. It's the first 2 teams that when you play
Oh
Madden.
yeah, play the game, yeah.
So that's how I ended up playing with Green Bay in general. I remember that. And bro, that was like first, second. I remember that. So I do know what you mean though. Might have been later than that. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah, even with the
it makes
Braves in
sense.
baseball, I like the Braves. I used to watch them, and I think they won in the '90s too. So it was just kind of, I guess,
It's probably when
especially
you
when you're
first got
young, you just
experience in
impressionable.
sports.
So if you're young and you watching something and it like hits you,
It
like with
makes sense.
music, it hits you. Once it hits you, it's like you young and now you
So
you just think a certain way about it.
personally, yeah, you can say, yeah, me too. I would say the '90s though. I just be like, yeah,
Because once we got older, shit, we were playing. Now you
okay,
still was
okay.
fans and you watched stuff and you played the game, but shit, I mean, at that point, I think it was just it wasn't more. I'm thinking more less teams and more like, hey, this player good. I think.
Yeah. And then okay, real quick before we switch it up, we speaking of decades now. Allen Iverson played in his era, and Stephen Curry played in his era. So 2 different decades, 2 different time periods. Uh, who you got if you had to choose them?
Now this gonna
Now,
sound bad.
now, now, knowing now, I'm talking about knowing who they are, not because not coming out of college and the drafting, just like the accolades and what you didn't seen so far. Who you taking and who you think is the better player?
This gonna sound terrible, right?
Nah, either one of them should
No,
be
no, no,
good.
no, 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 no. I think Curry. I don't think he that good. Now
Now you don't think who they good?
I don't think Curry that good. I'm saying just based on now the game has evolved for him to be good. So when AI first started playing, and I think the hand checking rules maybe stopped in like 2000 something. Like he could play through physical stuff. He can lead a team by himself. When Curry by himself, you can look at that record. It's awful. He just doesn't have, and he can shoot, but he just doesn't have the presence of like a LeBron, somebody, or AI, to where it's like, damn, you took them to the finals and won a game against the Lakers. Now again, he can shoot. He kind of like Caitlin Clark. Hey man, don't touch him. Make sure he presses goal. Let him shoot the ball because I think he's just a product of this time. Because if he was to play, to me, AI can play in both. And to me, Curry playing in, yes, he would hit shots, but it was so physical that it would be hard for him to really shoot it. I mean, they were like arm check, and it just he just wouldn't be to me he just wouldn't be big enough to handle. It's physical enough to handle that, like AI was.
Now, let's be honest. Okay, now when you first start talking, that shit was ridiculous. Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it makes a difference, bud.
He not that good is ridiculous. Now we not gonna say that.
No,
Now,
as a team player,
I don't care what you.
As an individual player,
as a player,
if I'm gonna put you one on one against somebody,
great.
If I'm gonna put you one on one, what I'm saying is, if I'm gonna put you one on one against somebody, and I had to put my life on it, man, it would be a lot of players, right? What we talking about? We talking about individual talent. There would be a lot of players that I would choose before I chose him. Okay. Players that you didn't know, there would be a lot of them. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, D.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying. Not that good is way pushing. Okay, number two. Number one. Number two is Allen Iverson can play in all areas, and Allen Iverson probably is a more of an athletic guard. They're probably around the same size. Curry maybe an inch or two taller. I don't know what. I'm over Iverson 6'2", 6'1".
Everybody saying so. I think
okay,
so.
boom.
6'1", yeah.
Okay, Curry what 6'2", 6'3", they say, but he probably about 6'2".
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, Steph Curry, shooting ability would transcend any area. I don't care if you hand checking or not. By the time bro get up there to certain areas of the court, he can release the ball and hit the shot. Now, back then, them they are bad shots. True enough. But at the same time, they're not bad shots because he hit them at a high rate. And number three is, well, that's number three because I said Iverson was good.
Okay.
Number three. And the fourth thing is, do you know how much Curry run? He run the most out of any NBA player. So they really got to chase this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is well conditioned as well. And to other aspects that other people don't got in their game. Not only a sharpshooter, he well conditioned. He running like a motherfucker. So, and he also can handle the ball. So at the end of the day, when you say he really not that good, it's crazy. But if you want to take Allen Iverson, I ain't tripping about that either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to go and be like, oh yeah, Curry ain't that good. Like,
well, no, he's not an individual player that's gonna carry a team. That's why LeBron and people trying to come and help him. Okay, that's what I'm saying though.
Like, is Kevin Durant good?
Individually,
Kevin Durant good?
Like to carry a team, no, he can't do it.
So Kevin Durant ain't good.
He had the team up.
Okay,
there's only a couple people that can do it.
Too, but when you first started this, you said
there's a certain amount of people that can carry a team.
So do you think
Kevin what I'm Durant saying is
ain't that good?
No, I think he's good, but if he played in the era because they can be physical with him, like really physical. Not now where it's foul on everything.
That these men in the eras.
That's what I'm saying though.
People good or not?
Yeah, he can play, yeah.
So Kevin Durant is good.
Yeah, he can play.
And Steph Curry not that good.
No, he can play. I'm just saying we comparing two people and we saying that when you compare the two, it ain't no comparison. I know people love Curry. That's I just fine. Don't think it's in a comparison.
That's fine.
So when we saying good, I'm just saying that this player here could carry a team and this player can't do that.
I get what you're saying.
That's it. He a good player. He in the NBA. He the all-time three-point. He can shoot. He can do all of this stuff. But if you're able to put hands on, we say, I can run around. Like, but can you do that like with these people? Or you can look at the records what they've been playing. Because once, even then, like even when they was winning, man, when they get a struggle, man, who had the ball? Look at me, Clay. Clay was out there hitting that J.
Man,
Clay was out there hitting that J.
Dribble, man.
Man, hey, listen, man, big time. You know Clay was out there hitting that shot, man.
No.
You know Clay was out there. He even got a nickname because of it.
Oh, of a game.
Now again, He can play. I'll take that back. He can play. Right? He can play. I don't think he's on when you put him in arguments, and I know there's a lot of people that will take him over AI because I think because it's just right now and the time looking at it, like no, I don't. I just don't see
You
it.
ain't no wrong if you take I over Curry. But Curry is a Hall of Famer and a great player.
He's gonna be a
You
Hall
get
of
what I'm
Famer.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's all out like
What a game! I'm
all
saying
I
the
asked
game.
you would take when you first started your spiel. The first thing you said was, "I don't think Curry a good player."
I'm just saying
That's all I said.
if they didn't change the rules about hand checking, he wouldn't be the same as what I'm saying. I'm saying AI wouldn't have changed. He'd be fine. He's fine.
I ain't disagreeing.
That's the part I'm talking about.
Is it?
So you take the
So
physicality
don't you
out,
start off saying stuff like
man.
that?
You take the physicality out of the game, and then yeah, you get a cat to run around. It's like football. If I can't jam you everywhere, now the receivers are always good. So every year you're gonna get a receiver that's really, really good. Rookie, come out of college.
So
Why?
so hand checking and jamming make a person good or not? Hell no. You still got to guard, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But I'm saying once you take the defense ability away to be aggressive, you're gonna make more superstars on offense, and that's what we see. So Curry's gonna be a superstar. Next year, Caitlin Clark ain't gonna be able to be touched because they want her to be the Curry parent.
But didn't they do that for Jordan? They said
probably did, but again, it ain't. But it's even less physical than that. It's less and less and less.
That's every sport.
And less and less and less. It's not again. You want offense? I get that. I'm just saying that. Hey, am I good? Can I play in every area? Or can I not? Yeah, you can shoot in every area.
I just said,
but you can't play the physical part of it. So AI for me. My bad. AI for me. I did bust his ass on. Hey, you like bullshit though.
He wasn't that good. Hey, he could shoot very well.
He was good. He was good.
He good. He great now.
He play. Yeah, you know. He right. Yeah, a little practice go a long way.
Yeah, I don't even know if he was even the point. A lot of practice go a long way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey man, he good. He good.
And okay, right. So we just talked about decades, different eras, different sports. Just in general, like real quick, as we both sports, because we see our time change. You just highlighted the hand checking defense.
Just let them shoot it.
Let them shoot it. You know what I'm saying? You highlighted all the changes from decade to decade to decade. We highlighted changes from in the music from decade to decade to decade. Okay, but first because this is the last thing before we transition. How you think music going to end up, and how you think sports going to end up? You think sports going to end up less physical, and more offense, you think music going to be instead of more creative and diverse, it's going to be similar and more similar?
You would think kind of like fashion, things go through like a trend with music anyway. You would think the R&B stuff would come back, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna keep being in the trend that we have it now because of social media, TikTok. It has to be like it's got to be real catchy. So it'll be to me, it'll still be this type of music. There's always somebody that'll come along that'll have a different type of sound, but it's what that look like. I want to see it. It'll it'll be hard to tell. Now with sports, it's the same. I don't think you can get much less physical now. I mean, football is just football. You tackle. I mean, helmets will change and challenges, rules, and stuff like that will change. I'm assuming that they'll probably do away with the kickoff and different things like that altogether. I'm assuming that field goals at some point. It's just less exciting. So it's like, you know what? Just make them go for two. I think that part will change. I was talking to my girl about flag football. Flag football for girls to be, I think, a bigger thing also. And then basketball is just threes. At some point they're gonna have to they shoot so deep they're gonna have to I think they're gonna have to do a 4-pointer. And when you're gonna shoot that deep, just try to. I mean, you just make it happen. I don't see the point with not being the thing. It was a point where it was just twos and then it was threes. If they gonna shoot from back far deep, give them credit for it. I think it can make the game more exciting because now I can be down by 3 and got them win the game with a 4-pointer. Or I can be down by 4. Or it just gives you the chance to come back. But again, it would just be more long range shots. You have probably couple guys like Wemby that's kind of coming up that'll be just like, damn, it's still guys that are just long, and those type of guys that are still coming through the way of just shoot. It's just a lot of threes. I think now it's so many 3 pointers. It's like you looking at the game, just like it look like the adult league for real, for real. It's just like so again to me because it's less physical. You ain't going to the lane anyway. You just shooting shots. You may get a cat dunk on some cats here and there, but if you can't shoot threes, man, you ain't gonna be on the court. You ain't gonna be on the court long.
So basketball going more to outside shooting. Football what?
I think it'll be the same. I think just more exciting. So try to figure out. I would love to see them go to the college playoff overtime rules. It's just cool, man. It's like, hey, get that shit at the, what is it, the 20?
Mm-hmm.
Go in. It's just more exciting. If you like sports and if you don't like college football, it just to me it's just a more exciting deal sometimes. No field goals at all. I think at some point they're gonna just be like, shit, ain't even no need to kick off. Hey,
So
go
more,
for two,
more offense.
more offense, more offense, more offense. More penalties. Don't hit nobody. If you do hit them, tag them.
I don't disagree. I think it'll be more offense too, though. Yeah. I
Well,
mean, because
my
they
thing
sell
question
it
for you
sells
would be,
tickets. It sells tickets.
yeah, like, cause you artists, right? So where's the wave? And I know these younger people now, once they phase out, is there like a have you seen is there like a new wave of kids coming and what does that look like? Because right now it seems more of a I guess the NBA the kids at school love NBA young boy like to death. All right, so is there a new wave of kids? So once these people get older, where do you see it going?
Music gonna probably cycle around. Um, so I say so I don't know about R&B, but I know in the rap game it's gonna cycle around because culture and fashion cycle around. Probably R&B will cycle back around. So I agree with that because it's some artists younger than NBA YoungBoy and Kodak Black and them that's younger than them. That's 21, 22, 23, and they rapping about getting money. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? They in their own style, but they rapping about getting money. They're not rapping about um they're not rapping about being depressed or
It
sliding on
is
motherfuckers,
depressed, bro.
you know, shooting them and you know what I'm saying, this and that, like, you know, they ain't on that for real. They niggas the young dude the young niggas talking about getting some money. Whether they talking about trap and flex and it's fun, it's more fun. But now I don't know if they get back to creativity where they can have music where you can dance and play it in the hood or liquor house, whatever the case is. When you got a song like Roy, uh, like I say, Lean Rock with it, these songs like that. I mean, but I know far as like what people talking about, what they're wearing and what they do, that shit gonna recycle.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, because at one point music was this way and then now it's that way. Then now you think about it's back that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's gonna cycle. I don't know about the art, but I know rap, I'll be uh keeping close to rap, and it's already like starting
Yeah.
to
No,
cycle
I got
though.
you. Now talking about the future, and I gotta pose this question to you because you in the church, you going to church tomorrow. So what is direction of the church headed into? I won't, cause I know you hosting, but I think when you host, you talk less. So I think this is your thing. Cause church, where's the
Nah,
church headed?
this
Where
something I
do you
want to
see
do.
it now? You know what I mean?
Like the church for me is
Yeah.
headed where I always headed. I mean, because the church is gonna be church. The people in church gonna act churchy. The people at church gonna put on fronts, and that's what that ain't never really changed. So like, so I really was gonna pose that more for you because church still been the same since Bible time. If you really read about the church and you read and you talk about the New Testament, and even to Christ when he was dealing with people in the church from the church, they didn't want to deal with him because of the people he deal with.
Yeah.
A lot of church people are mightier than thou, holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're supposed to be spreading the word and being a good Samaritan, picking up your brother, helping them, and showing love. So, but the church ain't the church the same. I mean, even though I go to church, and you know what I'm saying, I love the church home I'm affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the church folks, that's the same. But you
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
overall though,
So I don't really see the church changing.
I think overall just, and I took it as the presence of church over time. I think it's went down. I know we're in the South and there's a church on every corner, but most of those churches are being kind of,
But that's
the
why though.
membership to me is going, everything is kind of going down, and I think it's because sometimes with church and people judging people, it's just such a red line on everything. Whereas like when you get the LGBT community on the move, where it's like everywhere, but in the church is like so what are you saying? Like, is it okay to be gay or is it not? So to me, like within the church is such a hard, it's just such a hard line that it's gonna be hard for the church to keep members and have such a red line on, hey, you can't do this, and I'm gonna judge you if you do that. Because I know I got my dad's is the youngest, oldest, middle son. Well, my youngest brother that stays in Florida, he gay. You know what I mean? So it's like to me anyway, it's like, okay, do I do I love him or love the church? I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but that's how to me it seems that the church is kind of it's just a hard divide. Now again, I think some denominations is like it's okay, but then most of them is like no, hey, abomination. And to me, because of that, like worldwide, church attendance to me goes down because
Now,
of such a hard
now
line.
church attendance, you talking about attendance, yeah, church attendance gonna continue to go down. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because of the people that's involved in the church and running the church and judging people. So yeah, if you talking about that, but that's always the case. You know what I'm saying? The church really, and when Christ said, they rejected the stone, he the stone that, you know what I mean, the true cornerstone. Um, that's the church people though. The church people really ain't doing what the church people is supposed to be. The definition of the church is people, a body,
mm-hmm.
not the building, not your clothing, not how you look or your prestige or your accolades. You know what I'm saying? That's not the church, but that's how people treat church. You know what I'm saying? So at
Yeah,
the end of the day, yeah, the church, yeah, that's going down. Like attendance, let's be honest, that's going down. But at the end of the day, if you look at the definition of church, or well, the definition of what church is supposed to be, that's not how people in the church really are. It's supposed to be the body of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know that's what, yeah. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? The church folks, that's why it's down. You know what I'm saying? People look at it and
yeah.
be like, oh man, this person in the church and they like that. I ain't never gonna go to that church. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
that makes sense.
you know what I'm saying? So no, I ain't disagreeing with it. I like that's why I had thought about it. Just see what you was thinking about it. Cause when I put it in the question call, like, yeah, I ain't disagreeing on that at all. That's why I also put like the definition of church. You know what I'm saying? Church is the people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, just like, but you get lessons about the church and about how they act. So that's why when people get turned off from church, if you read your Bible, Jesus already tell you about church people.
yeah.
But people like they get turned off from the church because of people, but he already tell you in Matthew, he said Jesus says to the scribes and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. So do and observe whatever they tell you, but not the works they do, for they preach, but do not practice. So
Mm-hmm.
he already tell you like, hey, now what they saying good, what they telling you is real,
What
like
they
you know what I'm
doing
saying.
ain't nothing.
But what they doing ain't real.
Yeah.
So they don't practice what they preach. So at the end of the day, you should already know that. So you shouldn't be deterred from getting a relationship with God and knowing your creator and savior because of people. And that's what people are turned off from the church because of other people
Yeah.
being judgmental, being gossiping, being sneaky, conniving, walking around with pride, talking down on folks. So yeah. So nah.
And now it was a guy, a pastor, I think, told a story. And it made sense. So the lady comes to him and says, "Man, I don't want to go to your church because this person doing this person doing that, this person doing that." He's like, "Well, do me a favor, just come back, either next Sunday or do something, and let me try something." So she comes back. I guess he gives her like a cup of water. Say, "Hey, listen, I want you to walk around the church, right?" So she walks around the church, and he said, "Hey, what'd you see?" He said, "I didn't see anything or whatever." So he said, "You know, I want you to do it again." So he walks around the church again. I'm probably telling the story terrible. So when she gets back around, he's like, "Hey, you didn't see anything because that's what you focus on. Like, if you come in here and this water, this is like the body of Christ. If you focus on that, you won't see all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And you worried about what everybody else is doing, and you missing the point of it all or whatever." So that part does make sense. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, I guess you is focused on everything because you see everything, man. Your head down, you look nice. Like, man, she's picking that front row.
But at the same time, like that's what people like. But you learn them lessons as a kid, even if you don't know it. Hey, pay attention to what you're doing. Don't worry about what they're doing. Oh, stop being nosy. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's just people, and there's people love. That's why we got social media. That's why we got we had this shit they took down the jail shit,
Jailbird,
the jailbird.
they
But
took it down.
yeah, they're gone.
That makes sense. It
But
didn't make any sense to me. They got to get paid for the jailbird.
but
That was wild.
you talk, that was a newspaper. But I'm talking about they
Yeah,
didn't took down when you can go to I don't know what it's called, but it's slipping my
you
mind.
can look up when people. Oh,
Motherfucker wake up in
okay.
the morning, look every day. Motherfucker tell me, hey, T, did we go to school with him? Hey, T, you remember him? Like, I ain't gonna name the people, but like, especially women, they go in there and
Man, they
look
was making a
daily.
joke out of it. Like, name
And
that crime. Like,
yeah. So
what?
So
I thought that was wild.
so it
Oh
just
my goodness.
so yeah. So nah, I ain't. I know how the church is, but like I say, I don't know. So I couldn't go to any church, but church I do go to, like yeah, man. Like I say, man, I'm cool with them folk. I'm cool, and I feel like they authentic people for the most part. But everybody got some shit with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't nobody perfect, like I say. But yeah, but nah. No,
I'm gonna go back one of these days.
yeah. Just let me know, D man.
Oh, okay, bro.
Every church different,
Hey,
dog.
it's very different, bro. I go
Everybody
back one of
different,
these
man.
days.
But in general, but we're gonna go ahead and pivot from there because me and him kind of first time had a close agreement about the church. So
Yeah, close.
yeah. So another thing I want to hit on in the relationships.
My favorite.
I know that's your favorite, and I know you thought you was GQ and the ladies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on.
So
Oh,
most of the time, you know what I'm saying. I ain't saying
man,
all
I
your
was
life,
just
but
insecure. That's
most of
all
your
that
life.
was.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes we all are. Just depending on how
Yeah,
you
for
show it.
sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know. I know our freshman year. I know a couple things. I don't know what you made. Juicy was it Juicy Campus or something?
I didn't even know. I think somebody else told me that. Yeah, I guess so. I was there though, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, I ain't even gonna touch base on that. I know you didn't like that shit when that shit dropped.
I'll be honest with you, I ain't mind. Actually, I'm
But now
explain to me what it is,
it
though.
was like Juicy Campus, and they were like naming different stuff like freshman hoes and this, that, and
Oh
third.
yeah, that
But at
shit
the
was
same
cool.
time, you were like, man, I'm just but some of the girls you were just cool with and you wouldn't even hit, and then they were saying like,
I was getting a lot of them, but
and yeah, yeah, a lot of them. But someone you like, man, I was just over there. But yeah, they had through you and Kiko. I think it was y'all two, wasn't it?
well, yeah, I think they shoot through a couple other cats on there was weird
But
though.
guess what? You know, Nuke, they never.
It didn't make any sense. But I think
Austin, they
it helped. But the funny, it just
they
helped you,
love that
really.
nigga, huh?
It just helped you. Like
No, no, help you
it's a
though.
weirdo deal
But
though.
now that
But
you
it's
brought
in
that up,
college though.
but now that you brought it up, I promise you, they never talk shit about Nuke.
No.
Nuke hit them all, boy.
And one on the
Then the career was great.
okay. Well,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like her, baby.
Yeah, yeah. But in general though, like the we've been around the block a few times. What exactly do you think a man is looking for in a woman and a woman is looking for in a man?
Well, I can tell you what I'm looking for. I don't now when I was younger, and just coming up and the people that I looked up to kind of I guess skewed everything was like, hey man, have sex with as many people as possible. I don't know what they look like. Is that a female? I'm in there. So I just had to grow, I guess, grow from that. But personally, I just looking for somebody that'll listen, man. And not like, and you can respond, but not like argue.
So you talking
None
personality then?
personality. No, no. I'm just saying somebody that'll listen. I guess it can be personality.
So it ain't physical. Ain't.
Man, well, yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, I always like, no, you would think I'm in there. You know what I mean? But really, just now as I'm getting older though. Now my wife, I think she hella attractive. But just listening. So, for instance, I would tell her something like, normally she get out of work, it's like scrubs, or if she not working, it's like jogging pants. And I told her they're like, hey, man, your body look nice, like just change and shit sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I just want to see it. Or I bought her some shit like, huh? And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine.
You like to look. You like to for your woman to wear something you can look at.
Yeah. But I think because she has it, it's like, hey man, like that shit look good. Like that shit cool to me. So during the day,
so there's something you like about her.
Yeah.
You want to see it.
Yeah. So during the day, as I see it, it's like this shit got me like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now again, you want to hug and kiss. I just want to see that motherfucker walk around like, hey man.
So men
when
like
I get done making this motherfucking chicken cook.
So men like eye candy.
Yeah. Now again, for me, but again, just the understanding of her saying it, because I think relationships I was in maybe before, if I would have said that shit, they may have taken it a certain way. And she was just like, oh, okay, like that's fine. You know what I mean? Just understanding, just having an understanding when you can have a conversation. Or if she give me like, hey, I want you to do that, like, all right, that's straight. So just being able to just understand each other and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But I think just something I just kind of had to grow into. I think when I was young, I probably said that shit a little more disrespectfully too, though.
Yeah. So, you gonna learn how to talk.
Yeah.
But I agree with you on the we do want our woman to look good. That's basically what you're saying essentially. But my wife said the same thing. She agree. She be like, I don't know why just because these girls got married, they still young. They don't gotta start dressing like that. I mean, we still want to get these men something to look at. She said this all the time. I appreciate that shit.
Man, listen.
Cause she always gonna make sure she got damn dressed up or looking a certain type of way.
Walk out the house with a bonnet up, like, hey man, look here, man.
Like, she ain't gonna do none of that.
Like, what are we doing? Because again, it's all about because you've been in a relationship. We've been married for 14 years, so it's like all the stuff like leads to the attraction or whatever. Like because over time it's cool, but that shit hard to like having to please the same person over and over again. So making sure, like you saying, on the same page is just something simple like, man, babe, I don't know, that motherfucker rumble got you. Hey, that shit look good though.
So stay looking sexy.
Huh?
Communicate.
Communication. Just
stay looking sexy.
Yeah.
So a man is a man looking for a woman to follow, to you know what I'm saying, or also support. Like if you know, hey, I want to goddamn start selling socks. I got a sock company, da. Do you want a woman to say, okay, then how can I help you? Or you want a woman to say, Nigga, you stupid. You want to say a song?
Not really stupid. I want you to question it so I can explain to you, like, hey man, like this is what we doing, so I can explain to you. Now again, if it ain't right, like my wife would tell you, like, if it ain't right, like she was like, I don't think so. I'm like, you know what, that shit ain't, you know what, that may not be the best idea.
So you doing some
But I want you to
consulting.
have your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to be able to convince you, but I want you to give it to me. I want you to give it to me. Give it to me straight though.
What are some you know that's working? You know what I'm saying? Well, you want them to support
Well, I
you.
still want you to give it to me straight, but you gonna support me. Like that's why I know in my relationship, like even if she cuts me out on shit, I'm gonna be supported. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Like if you gonna actually sell them, well, goddamn, hey, let me do your books or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea, but if you gonna goddamn sell them, hey, let's do it. Let me help you out or whatever. So I don't want you to be blind to the fact though. I want you to look at it and be like, hey man, like, all right, so hey man, like, so where the hell we getting these socks from? Like, so what we gonna have them at? Like, how we gonna mail them out? Like, what's gonna be the method of? And I think for some people, if you question them like that too many times, they be like, man, you don't believe in me. Like, nah, man, I want you to have your damn, you know what I mean? I want you to have your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? I would assume like before you got the shop, I'm assuming, I know she's on it because she's had her own shop. So she's somebody to lean on and say, okay, well, this is what we got to do. But I'm assuming you had your own ideas about different stuff. I want this, and she might have been like, I don't know about that, or I want to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But again, I'm supporting you, but I'm also questioning you in a way that's like, hey man, I want you to be smart about, you
So
know
you
what I mean,
want to
how we
make it
go
better. You
about it.
want to
Yeah,
make
make
it
you,
better.
yeah, how you go about it.
So give me three top wifey qualities then. What makes a woman wifey material? Three things.
Could I be honest with you?
Because everybody
I
not.
don't.
Some people think they are.
It's for me, right? And I love my wife to death. The girlfriend that I had in college, she wasn't bad. Like I was shitty. Like if I had the
I mean, she still could have
mentality,
been wifey material.
yeah, if I had the mentality that I had now, then it would have been wonderful. But I just didn't. And I think women just mature a little bit faster. So I think the women that I dealt with have been just more mature than I was anyway. So I just want you to be mature. But I just feel like, especially for me, when I'm acting right, it's right. Like it ain't no. Now again, my wife is wonderful, but I promise you, she wouldn't be wonderful. If I was acting in a way
So
that
you
didn't make
so you
sense or
did so
whatever.
basically you didn't ran. You feel like you ran across more than one girl that was wifey material.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
saying that your wife ain't wifey material, all girls. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They're straight though. I mean, that ain't no knock on your wife. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Her,
You got to clarify, you know.
yeah, and they don't knock on her like you know what I'm saying. But I already know who you talking about, and yeah, she was good people though. So yeah, I knew she would have been you know what I'm saying, a good wife though. She was good. I already
Well,
know.
even to
So
some of the girls that I had just messed with randomly was like, man, they
possibly too.
cool. I mean, they cool people.
So what's the three
But I
things?
wouldn't. It's hard for me to like see it when I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, cause
So
your mind went on being a husband. I remember when what you said when you first said you finna be. I knew you were serious then, cause when you say some shit, sometimes you say stuff and the shit don't be like, but you really mean it and like you gonna do the shit. So like when you put up in the truck, I already know you. So when you say the shit, like you gonna say it. But just to make a long story short, you like, you know what? You got a lot of shit going on. You just did some crazy shit. Somebody might have been pregnant. Somebody might have been. I ain't gonna get full all the
oh no,
story.
listen, I get it to you.
That's your
Listen,
story.
listen.
But I know
So
what you told me. You tell
that
it, and
shit
I tell
was,
you what you told
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and you tell me if you remember what you told me. But you go ahead, and I tell you what you said.
So the thing
Uh
was,
huh.
because even when I'm playing, and if, maybe my going into my first year or whatever, I think I had 3 people pregnant. Like, you know what I mean? And in my, it's like, this shit is wild.
Cockle,
So,
you
huh?
had told her, right?
Yeah, so I got, So I'm having people pregnant, but that ain't the girlfriend. So it's like that shit. Why it was just so much, but dog, it was just a lot.
I know, but you would have told her, and you said you told her, and then we talking about college girlfriend before your wife. You told her, and then she wasn't answering. You tried to call her. You said you gonna give her how many weeks before she answers?
I don't even remember.
I said I'm gonna get 2 weeks, man. I think it's over with though, man. But I'm still giving time.
Well, I mean,
you thought it was over with. You heard her heart because it wasn't the first time, right?
Yeah, no, I was fucked up.
Okay, then there's multiple times that this didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, but she wasn't answering or talking to you at the time. And I remember you said, man, I'm gonna give about 2 more weeks, man. But I mean, I'm gonna call her if she don't answer, man.
Well, technically, I fucked it up because I had tested like a hoe though. I tested first about what happened and shit. So that's kind of.
Well, I don't know how you told
her. Yeah. So I tested, but then I was gonna try to talk to her. So yeah, it was just fucked up all the way around. Really.
She wasn't talking to you, right?
So
for a period of time, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said?
I guess you right. I don't remember though. But 2 weeks, that's not right.
No, I'm talking about what you said after that.
And
you know what, man? This girlfriend I get, man, I ain't gonna cheat on her, man. I'm gonna go ahead and goddamn do the right thing. I'm gonna marry her. I said, what, nigga? I said, ain't no way. I said, what the fuck? What you mean the next girl you get? You don't know that shit on my head. I'm like, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was through. But I knew I knew it was on me though.
Shit, though.
But I knew it was on me. Because even going to college, and then I ain't gonna say the young lady, nah, we should goddamn go into the room. And it was fucking me up because this shit hit me because I'm like, what? So she said, so we would go, a recruiter come, you would come, and we running the train on them. 2 girl, 2 boy, 1 dude. I mean, 2 dude, 1 girl type shit. And she cool with it. And I'm like, I don't know if I asked her, like, man, like, why you be doing this? She's like, oh, I just do that because I like you. And I'm just trying to show you that I like you. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. I'm just thinking you nasty as hell. So, and that kind of, it was that, and then like little other stuff where it's just like.
She nasty as hell.
Yeah, but like, I'm not thinking like, damn, you would think that? Like, oh, shit. So, just over time, and just as many as, I swear to you, like, I had to hit like, it's over 100 though. So when I get to a point where it's like, yeah, this shit's stupid, man. And I know I've grown up, and this is how people say it. Now we in the club. I remember being in the club just motherfucking about to go to cop, man. I just walked up on kissing motherfucker like, hey, but you wild like this bitch. Like, where you at? Man, we're at the strip club, man, 4, 5, 6 days a week. Like, you just on a whole nother plane, and then you just figure it out. But it makes it easier because you doing shit that makes sense. So if I do shit that makes sense, and she doing shit that makes sense, it just makes sense. But that shit hard. But even with yours though, cause we gotta touch on them. Huh? Cause how did you get to this point? Just knowing you, and not even the one before this, even with I ain't gonna say her name, with the nice eyes and shit. How do we? Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I thought she was gonna be the one though. For real.
I mean, you could think a couple of them would be the one. You know what? But at the same time, if you doing things that we were doing, and by the way, man, it's easy to hit 100, man. Don't judge nobody, cause that ain't hard. I promise
it
you.
It really ain't, man.
I promise.
When you sitting there like, this shit easy, bud.
Listen,
especially at college, it was like.
But it's also the way we train, though. The first time I met my daddy, I was 9. This nigga said to me and my brother, we twins. And nigga say, I met him, like, you know what this is? And I was like, I knew who it was because they had already been talking about it in the house. I'm listening, and we going to meet him. They're like, you know what this is? I'm like, oh yeah, I know what this is. It's my daddy. He was like, yeah, I'm your daddy, boy. I said, yeah. Y'all boy fucking yet? I
And
told
nine
you,
is wild.
bro. Nine.
I got even a worse one.
Hey, so we
Oh
nine.
shit, that is when you
So
sitting there like, am I supposed to be?
you be like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy shit. So
Nah, like,
you're
y'all
not
fucking yeah.
supposed to be, but yeah, but so we
Damn,
train
that's
that way.
funny as hell.
So the honey, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't don't be too bad. Yeah, a lot. Yeah,
Oh no,
honey
shit, man. Hey, listen, man. You just live.
But how I got to this point is anyway. I knew that's eventually what I wanted. My mama, even though like I said, my dad and mama were separated until I maybe to became a teenager because I didn't meet them till 9, but they still was together. Like I knew how marriage was a beautiful thing, and like if somebody really support you no matter your ups and downs. Cause like I said, my daddy had a lot of ups and downs, and my mama did too. You know what I'm saying? But you got somebody in your corner, it's easy for you to believe in yourself and get back, you know what I'm saying, to who you are if you get the right person, like I say. But, everybody gets stuck on a person because of time and stuff like that. But like, but my wife, like I I'm so glad that because it was me marrying her, like I didn't see it coming, but at the same time it was perfect for me, and I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't marry or make that choice with anybody else because it was the right one. Like just say, even though you saying that old girl was your was wife and material, which I know she was good people, but and I know she was like she probably a great wife now, but at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. And when you find a wife, you find a good thing. And there's a wife is just for you. You know what I'm saying? So your wife might not be a good wife or a girlfriend to somebody else.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They might cheat. She might cheat on him. They might cheat on each other. You know what I'm saying? You get with your wife, you like shit. Hey man, I've been cheating like a motherfucker, but something about you, like, even though I am mature and something about you, like I really ain't even that pressed about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really content and happy with where I'm at. Like that's what men looking for anyway. Men gon' Men want to make that choice and that be done. Or women emotional, so they looking at it as accolade. I want to be married, or oh he want me, so I'm gonna marry him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, men ain't just gonna marry anybody. That shit like a real, like you like, I done thought about it. I'm at this point in my life. This person can be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd say I'm blessed to be here because I could have been with the wrong motherfuckers, man. And like I say, and like high school girlfriend, when then one of us was mature. Then the second girl, like the other girlfriend, it was just a lot going on. We came in toxic, so it wasn't even supposed to be like that. When you come in, that motherfucker already like things ain't right, and then you just stick together because y'all got more history. Yeah. That shit don't work either, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really be intentional about that shit when you trying to really like be serious. So like, and it's hard to be intentional when you ain't serious. And yeah, I guess I went serious, for real, for real.
That dead shit is wild though. Nah, no, you fucking.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this shit. We were so my dad. I thought we stayed on like 5, but then we moved. So 5 for a little bit, and then we seen him again. I think I was like maybe 11, and my brother like 13. So we go down to Florida, and like I think I'm 11. He trying to get me have sex with a little girl that's like 9, like some tuition. I'm sitting there like, now he a weird dude. Like just as you kind of like go and realize like, yeah, that shit wasn't like. And what I ain't gonna tell you what in jail for, because it's like it makes sense. Like you off, but it's like what are you doing? Like nah, man. Like I'm not even a kid that's like that anyway. So it's like this shit real. You know what I mean? So I think as kids, like you talking about though, as you you just brought up in a way that like, hey man, go get some, go, especially in the hood though. It's just like, cause even your goddamn, you 13, your girlfriend 13, but man, this nigga at the 21 trying to get out of like, hey man, like goddamn dude, like what you doing?
Probably hitting her.
Yeah, like what you want me to do? So that is crazy, but it do affect your relationships and how you see them and how to get to the point where you can say, hey man, this is this is kind of where I want to be. But at the same time, though, I done seen some motherfuckers old and still doing the same thing. So it's just kind of hard to really put a finger on it. And even with girls too, where it's like hard to put a finger on, like, cause you will see some people like, oh man, I thought they were good, and then all of a sudden, damn, she been cheating the whole time. I mean, it's always in the back of your head. And I love my wife, yeah. I don't even care what it is. It's always, for whatever reason, it's always in my brain somewhere.
You never know, right?
You never know. I don't think so, but it's just in there. So, but just getting to that point of being mature, man, and just trusting people and being like, hey, man, this shit, it's just cool though. And I hate it when people say like, man, like it's just so hard. Like, it's just ain't easy to me, man. Like,
It's easy. It's easier. Well, I don't know about easy, but it's less stressful for sure, and it's peaceful. It's at least it's way more peaceful when you got 4, 5.
let me see that phone.
Yeah, when you exactly you got 4, 5.
Shit real.
Bro, when you got 4, 5 bitches and nah, that shit really stressful. You know what I'm saying? For real, you heard it. So the Slim say he said he got 4, 5 bad married bitches at home. One of them bitches fell in love with that outside dick. That outside dick key.
Oh, you gotta remember a lot. Man, what movie did I go see? We're not. Nah, I ain't gonna get into it. That shit funny though.
But last question though, we're gonna get up out of here, D. So we talking about what men want. We talking about wives. Quick story, make it real quick, and I give you mine at the end.
Okay.
When you know your wife was the one, when you knew you was gonna
marry. I don't. Well, like really, when I told you I was gonna do it, it was really it. Honestly, when I said I'm done, I'm done. Like this was it. But I think one of the moments, I'll just say it was a real, like, I don't know, I just think just having understanding. So, you know, we might have been married already. But she at school, she go to a damn furniture store getting a couch. So she go to the store to get the couch. She come back and say, hey, I gave the guy my number because he was hitting on me. I gave him my number because he was gonna give me if I gave him my number, he was gonna give me a discount on the couch. So I gave him my number. I was like, oh shit, this cool as fuck. Like this man, like, hey man, you get shit. Like that's fine. Like we'll there tomorrow. One time I can see dude slick. I'm looking at him like, yeah, she might be a nigga, she might like. But he about to give a discount on these shoes. This shit like $1,000. Man, I walk over here. She work your magic, man. I don't give a fuck. But just the understanding of being able to say that and then me being able to receive the shit. I had another in college, we somewhere, and I'm just talking to the lady behind the couch, saying shit, she laughing and shit. She give us a discount. We get in the car, she pissed, like, I ain't need no fucking discount. You have to do that. I'm just like, oh my bad. I just thought we were like on the same page. Like you know what I mean? But once she did that though, I just thought it was just kind of cool that we was on the even I could just receive it. It was just like a cool like moment and shit. I don't know.
I mean, y'all get each other.
Yeah. So we were still already mad, but just like that part was just like, hell yeah, nigga. If that nigga call you, might need to pick that motherfucker up. You might take that discount off. You might have talked to this nigga a couple days. Something.
That's called they call understanding.
Man, understanding, man. So what's your thing?
It's multiple things I could talk about though, but it's a quick little story. I remember and we had just started dating for real. So just started talking, and we probably like 4, 6, 8 weeks in. I don't know, not long. Maybe a month in, maybe 2. I can't remember, but I know I was it was early though, in under 3 months. I had wrecked my car, and I never wrecked my car. I was so pissed. It was raining or whatever, but I was bullshitting, not paying attention, wrecked my car. I left when I wrecked my car. I was on the phone with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's really her fault. I wrecked my shit. But anyway, I wrecked my car. Went too bad. I just ran somebody, and I had to wait on the state trooper to come. Them motherfuckers took like 2, 3 hours. It was raining. She already was having a bad day, headache and all, like a migraine. She pulled up to exactly where I was at and like parked on the side of the road and waited the whole time until the state trooper came, so I could just go over there. I was sitting in the car with her the whole time. I'm like, telling her she could go home. I really didn't need her there. Yeah, I'm a resourceful dude. Like, and most people that know me know that they would have just left me because I would have been like, hey, I'm cool. You know, I ain't need you to come. I told her not to even come in. She came anyway and waited the whole time. It's like a 3 to 4 hour process. her head hurting out, but she wasn't in a bad spirit. She waited the whole time, and I'm telling her like, hey, you can go, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm cool, like, you know what I'm saying. She's like, nah, I'm gonna wait here the whole time, and I'm like, he really ain't gotta wait. So she waited the whole time. I do the procedure with the police. He take um I could even drive the car home, but the hood messed up, so I'm not gonna drive it anymore. My house is really around the corner, so I take it, park the car. She followed me home, and I'm like, it already been like 3 hours. I'm like, I'm straight now. I had to get back to the shop because I had some clients. I'm like, I'm straight now. I didn't push them back. I'm gonna go and get them. I call an Uber. Shop not far from my house. Oh no, you're not calling an Uber. I'm gonna take you. And I'm like, nah, your head hurting in school. She dropped me off at the shop, and I'm like, cool. She like, call me when you done. Now you know I can't. I'm cutting all fucking day. So she had called me done.
Clientele real.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Before you a clientele
she
real.
go take yeah. So she go take a nap. And I'm not even gonna call. I'm really gonna Uber home because I already know she been waiting the whole time. My head hurt, so head been hurting. So I got hop in a car. I mean, I get done. I text her so it seemed like I was trying to see what, but I supposed to call her, but I know she's taking a nap, or I know she probably still asleep because I mean, you know what I'm saying. She said her head was hurting, so she didn't respond. So I call her Uber. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go into the house. Her head hurt. But it's just me though, because I don't even want to ask nobody for a ride. None of that. It's just me. I'm very like independent and I can handle that shit myself. But me thinking that is a bad thing because when you get a wife or a woman to help you, that shit supposed to be easier.
Yeah.
You don't supposed to be so independent, solo. You know what I'm saying? You remember one time I think that's around the same time you let me get your truck. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. But you know how I am. You pulled up and dropped the keys off the left. Like, man, just keep the car. I'm like, yeah, I was straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't gonna take your car. Anyway, make a long story short. So the Uber on the way, she called me like, you ain't done yet? I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm about to give him an Uber. You called the Uber? I mean, she was pissed. I can't believe you did that. I told you I was coming to get you. Cancel the Uber. I told you that. Like, I'm coming to get you. Like, that. I'm like, man, I'm cool. They ain't got to come get me, man. I promise you I'm coming. She hopped in the car. She came over there, and I'm like, man, I'm good. She like, you hungry? Took me to get something to eat. And I noticed and took me home and made sure I'm straight. I noticed a simple which call, but I just been in a previous relationship since I'm a resourceful dude, and I really could handle the situation myself. I looked at it and was like, damn, no matter what, no matter how easy the situation was, you wanted to be there, and you really didn't have to be here because in my prior relationship, if I'm there 4 or 5 hours and I'm taking up most of your day, and I'm telling you I'm good, eventually you're gonna say, all right, yeah, he good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead about my day because I know my ex would have did that for sure, and I wouldn't have been mad. And I'm not tripping about it, but I just like, damn, you know what? I can't even argue with you because you just wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to make sure that I knew that you was gonna be there.
Oh yeah, sometimes they click and make it be like, yeah, you know what? Hell yeah. All right. I know that motherfucker would have been like, all right, man, shit, he gonna make it, Uber that shit.
Yeah. I wasn't tripping either. It is what it is.
And bring me some food on your way. Like, god damn. We want us to make a pit stop too? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, sure enough, man.
But yeah, though, man. Good talking to y'all, man. We're gonna get up out of here, D, man. Hopefully they got, you know what I'm saying, a good bit of entertainment or just knowing more about us, because that's all we're really doing, talking about ourselves, man, and digging deep. Anything you wanna say to them?
Oh no, man. I don't know, man. Talk to your partner, man. Figure some stuff out. I think sometimes we get in a relationship and just sit there and just let it sour out, man. Before that happens, man, figure out what you want. But matter of fact, find out what you want. Write that shit down. Don't just say it. Write it down. Have them write it down. All right. So when you know somebody, you can tell them like, hey, man, this is what I'm looking for, and if they're willing to do that, man, because to me, it's cool to find somebody that you can just depend on. That's going, even when my head hurt, I mean, you gonna come get me, hey, and take me to get something to eat. It's just cool when it's not that whole. I think the kids in school doing that toxic shit, man. Look here, man. That shit for the bird, cuz.
That's for the bird, man. And don't go out here and try to hit 100 on, man. It's easier than you think. Don't hit 100 bitches. It's easier than you think.
I might not make it back to work.